And one of Mont, Kiara, please welcome Jin Ooi.
Why Grand is here?
Hello. Testing. Sorry. Okay, I need some support. I'm gonna come up from curtain, pattern a bit. You just clap for me, okay? I need this energy from you guys. Okay, is that cool? Okay, now we guys are presenting the long hair Jin. Hello, good noon everyone. By now I think most of you know me lah. Some say Aquaman, sounds very aqua. Right? So how many, just a question by a show of hands, how many of you are ready to make 2020 your best year ever?
Yes!
Okay, go. This is better than what I expected. Alright, so my name is Jin. I have been in MMP Properties, also real estate for 2.5 years. And I'm very loyal to this company, very grateful for this platform. Okay, I'm very grateful to be invited to share my experience because 2.5 years ago, I was just a total noob, a freshie. And I always hear this kind of people say, you know, Jin, you cukup makan or not? I was a salesperson in a property website. And they say, are you cukup makan? You can't be property agent, right? No, you can easily earn 5 figures. And it was a myth to me. I said impossible, you know, no fixed income, no basic, you know, all commission based. 10,000, is it achievable? So what? YOLO. I'm a very YOLO person. That's why today I want to share with you this YOLO trip. You guys ready? Yes. Okay, cool. So, will it be okay if I share with you some of my stories of my first day, right? So in July 2017 is my birthday dealing with Freeman, my team leader. Give him a round of applause. Okay. He told me that, Jin, I see the potential in you, just like any other agent told me. But I think he won't scare me because he's quite handsome. So I come in the mindset, right? I'm ready with my master list. I'm gonna make the cold calls. I tell myself, because I heard from many agents, they say, Jin, you are a salesperson. All you have to do is just your next appointment, pick 3 units. You just open the door, right? Just open the door. Your clients will move into the house, and then they will come out and tell you yes or no. 3 units, pick 1. Sounds fair, right? Yeah. So I totally bought it. I didn't listen what Freeman said. Last time I said, yeah, Freeman. No, all these people, I talked to them before, macam yes ma, right? So ended up, things is not that easy, right? You can't just let the client walk in the shop and come out expecting an answer. You actually need to follow them, walk to the balcony. Can you imagine, you know, drinking a cup of coffee and looking at this KLCC view, you know? Can you imagine? You need to ask all these things, and I do not know. So all this disappointment, only when we come with problems, what we do? We will go to find our parents, right? In real estate, my parents is Freeman and Catherine. And we review them many times. I think I talked to them at night call longer than my girlfriend. Right? So, okay, so he tell me, Jin, whatever you listen out there, you have to trust me because I am your leader, right? Take my words for it. I want you to not be an agent. You are not here to be a doorkeeper. Your job is not to open door, close door. Your job is to be a successful agent, right? So, what is the most successful thing you can do now? Right? My most successful thing back then was to close my first deal, the first blood. Alright? And it was very hard. So he got me pumped in the mindset of why I should be a successful agent. And I want to share with you this meaning, right? Because for me, the next most successful thing is to close the next deal. And the word closing is very important. It's not open door. The word closing is actually means, can you all see on the side? It actually means your ability to ask a series of questions. You have to ask a series of questions, questionnaire, client, you like or not, balcony nice or not, the bedroom big or not, for you and your wife to do stuff, right? And that creates the confidence, they say, yeah, I'm going to do stuff, right? So that they can make a decision, right? I know it sounds funny, I actually ask this way, when the client is cool, So you have to ask questions, you can't just open the door and expect people to feed you. Right? You think this... Okay, I just share you my first appointment. It's actually in a most luxury condo. Okay, top 3 at least. In Mont, Kiara, the value is 3 million. That's my first appointment, right? My co-agent bring in. And the commission, imagine, 3% times 3 million is 90K. It's like my first 2 months, I'm like 90K is more than whatever I've worked before. And same thing, just open door only. Of course, the thing is when we go back from the appointment and we always expect our co-agent to follow up, right? They don't follow up. Many agents do not follow up. And what happened 1 week later, if you follow up, they say, hey, sorry, I thought you never update me anymore. My client has picked another unit. If this sounds familiar to you, I feel the same way as you do, very pain. So this is the mindset we go into every appointment. We have to always close, not just open door. Ask yes or no also better than nothing. And once you got this kind of mindset, you have to have some weapon, right? Every time we go to war, the mindset is, I want to sacrifice my company. We need to have equipment, we need to have the weapon, the guns, the bombs ready. So I want to share with you one of the secret sauce of how I emerged to be the top emerging agent. I believe most of you all can easily do it because it is super easy. I just take advice from my team leader. I'm sure your team leader can even feed you with this thing. So this one rule that I have been using for the past 2.5 years is called the 10-4 rules. Anyone heard of this rule? Okay, no, right? Okay, so I personally love those war movie, those soldier army one. If you watch properly, they always say 10-4, 10-4, 10-4. It means roger that or noted. But in real estate, sales professional has turned this thing into every day when you wake up in the morning, you have these 4 things to check. And the number 1 thing to check is always build connection. Have you all heard of a saying goes, your net worth is equivalent to net worth, right? Your net worth equal to net worth. So for me, this is, I think, personally, I used to study accounting. And I do not like the job because I couldn't really talk to people. Whenever I talk to people, people chasing me for money. Right? I help my company pay money, but you don't have money. So, but I really like to talk. So what is a better platform than that you can trace very well and yet do super well, which is real estate. Right? So 10 new connections is not that hard to do. Every day, you just need to build 10 new connections. Well, I see some of you using your phone, maybe stalking your favorite Instagrammer, maybe using Facebook or play games. But that's good because you are actually building connection as long as you chat with them, right? Yeah, I know I don't always use Instagram to see other than watches, he look at some inspirational fitness model, right? If you slide into the DM, that is connection, okay? You go to Tinder and hit on the girl, that is connection. But if you are shy, no, you're not shy. You see, I have a friend, last time we used to go clubbing over here, Vertigo back then. Anthony, right? He's my bro, he's my wingman. I was like super scary cat, right? So timid. He would bring me to meet that girl on the stage. He said, bro, just grab the the waist. Just climb in it and say hi, that's right. So, this kind of thing, I ended up with what, I ended up, not girls, but I know a lot of guys. But thankfully, these guys are Dato' punya son. So these are ways that you can connect. It not just be in Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Meeting in person or going to the Starbucks near your condo to say hi, you just need to be part of it. The further look up the roof, you say, hey, what, got people jumping? Oh no, you're looking for a house, is it? Okay, let me help you, I'm Jin, blah, blah, blah. You can do all this to create connection, right? And then the next one. So far, you're good? Yes. Good, huh? Okay, so the next one is, every day, for me, I just need to make 10 new calls. 10 new calls means 10 different person. So, for example, last week, we met the Dato' son, right? You just need to pick up your phone or get at least Instagram. Nowadays, we get Instagram, I feel honored if you follow him. You just say, hi, hey, we met last week. How are you? Do you try to make friends, okay? At some point, I think everyone needs a real estate. If you don't believe, even the homeless beggar at the roadside needs a roof to be under. That's how everyone needs a real estate. And at some point of time, this Dato', maybe he's getting married, right? He's going to get engaged or the wife is pregnant. They need to find a bigger house for themselves. And if you actually take 1 or 2 hours of your day to think about who are the people who potentially can be in your sales processes, you contact them. Right? Just 10 new calls. The PMD guys, the project team, every day they easily make 100 calls. So for me, I just do 10 calls, right? Better than nothing. Okay? So once you make your call, the third one will be appointment. You say, bro, I getting married soon, right? I want to be a Dato'. My wife's going to be a Datin. And we need a house. And that's where you need to make 10 appointments. Okay? So 10 appointments. I think you all can try to open up your calendar to see whether at any point of time, do you have 10 appointments upcoming? May it be later, maybe tomorrow, or even next week, right? If you have 10 appointments, it means you are still active in the market. And just put, for instance, like 2 days ago, I come back from an appointment from Alok, Mr. Lok over there, right? Which means I am left with 9 appointments, right? It's my obligation to at least to dig out and slot in 1 more appointment to make it 10. This is just my own mindset. Because if you take up this habit, it psychologically will force you to push harder, move forward to reaching your end goal. You do not want to be a sleeping agent, the agent that no one knows about. You always want to actively be in the market. Okay? Once you got the appointment, bring the person to open the house. Talk right? Remember, we always ask them question. Remember to have the 10 FU every day. Right? FU. Not the FU. FU here means follow-ups, okay? The person may see the house. For God's sake, give them a call. Tonight, hey, we met earlier, it was nice seeing you. No, how do you feel? If they need, they normally will say, I will discuss with my wife, right? Then you give them some time. 1 day later, drop them a message if you don't want to budge them. Because you see, just now our principal boss said we are also property doctor, right? And doctors, you see, normal doctor, pediatric, they all take 8 years to become a licensed doctor. As for us, we only take 2 days without exam. Just pay 600 can be done property doctor. So I think we are also very considered professional. We are helping the economy. We are helping the owners to cash out, get their money, and we also want to, and then we can earn the money. With that, the least that we can do is to follow up, right? The best way to keep your client moving forward in the sales process towards their end goal is to follow up consistently. And I can say if you do this, just follow up, it will get you very close to your becoming better than any other agents out there. Okay? So this is a general tactic, my source, right? I know out there are many things, but this definitely worked for me. If you can try it out. Okay, so apart from this, this tactic thingy, right? I would like to thank my teammates too, not just my teammates, my team leader and this platform, because I feel that everyone here is pretty young, energetic, and very helpful. whenever I come to the office, I will feel that, wow, these people are always working, you know, they are young and always want to chase for the money, right? Yeah. So I should also keep up to the standards. And that means that it's important to put yourself in a very right environment. Okay? And to wrap things up, I want to end my presentation with my favorite quote, right? So this quote, by saying in sales, right, we always have to ask to close, right? We always have to ask to close, not wait for close. You sleep tonight, your client's not going to give you answer until you ask them, because they are as shy as you. Okay, you just have to ask, you know. It doesn't kill you, he don't reply, then don't reply lah. Okay. Then you know why? Because closing doesn't just happen to you naturally. It happens because of you. Only because you ask, you take the opportunity to say, hello, these are the things that make you close the deal. And with that, thank you very much. I hope this means something to you. You always get